Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is the Rant. And today we are taking a look at the Velvet Sundown and the fake music that is coming out thanks to AI. Let's rant, my friends. Let's do it. Well, hello there. Welcome to the show. My name is Jade. Wherever the button is, there it is. And this is the Rant, and I hope you're doing okay. Is everyone good out there? Let me say hellos to people quickly because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. And I'm going to have to get into it. So, Robbie Stingle's beavering it up. Flood the chat with beavers for Robbie. Boom. Hello, Thomas Christ. Let me get these things up here. Thomas Christ. There we go. Hugh Caldwell. Hello. Fat Panda Cat. Jamie Lynn. G'day. G'day. Who else do I see? Ali Gratilla. Great topic. It is a great topic, isn't it? We need to talk about shit big time in this community about AI music because it's happening. Wolfstone Studios, already aforementioned Robbie Stingle. Good day again, Robbie. I'm just saying hello to Robbie a million times today. Only a computer could have thought Velvet Sundown was a good band name. Man, the music is so shit. But then AI music is shit, isn't it? Pausing Guitars, hello. Thomas, banging out the stuff. Yes, you can support the channel. SuperStickers and SuperChats and Patreon. And become a member. It really does help, guys. So if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. Wolfstone, boom. Chatting to Wolfstone, Jenny and Ron last night. Talking about mixing their song and mastering their song. You know, real people songs that you can mix and master. And there's no, like, fakeness. And they're not hiding some bullshit story. Anyway, let's talk about it. So, last year, I began covering, AI music. It's been a thing I've followed for a while. Even back in the day when I was younger, I always used to look at dance music and go, that's not real music because they're not using real instruments. This is how immature I was because we all suffer from these kind of moments of immaturity when we're young and, you think these stupid things. And obviously, I've changed and grown and not let my heavy metal friends tell me how I should enjoy music and what's not music, because who are they to say what's music? In fact, who am I to even say what's music? What is it? What's music? I'll tell you what it isn't. It isn't AI slop. That's what it isn't. So I started covering this last year. It was around April. I think I did a show on Suno and Udio and exposed everything. Did another show, I think, where we showed you how to get around how people are actually using bands' tags. So if you don't know, there's websites out there. So when a band releases an album, and these websites put tags on the music. So Slayer might have aggressive vocals, hard guitars, fast drums. These are whatever the tags are. And people found out about this. And because if you go into something like Suno or Udio, if you don't know what these platforms are, they are where AI music is being generated. Right? So if you go to these places and you try and type, make me a song where I sound like Metallica, well, it's not going to do it, right? It's going to say, no, we can't use the name Metallica. But what you can do is go and find websites that show all the tags for their music and go put all those tags in. Or you can just go and ask ChatGPT, give me 10 tags for Suno if I want to generate a song that sounds like Metallica. Bang, there it is. And you're good to go. Which broke down the truth of where AI music comes from. And, artificial intelligence, it's not smart, folks. It's just data that's broken up into bite-sized pieces and given tags. So when you put in tags and words that associate with these bits of data, they pull them from all these different areas of your music, because that's where they're getting it from. Yeah, we've discussed this. They're getting it from your music that you release through streaming services, that you release through Bandcamp, that you release and put on the internet. They're using your music and they haven't asked you to do it, these companies, and they are going through a massive lawsuit. Me and Pete discussed this on a rant, which I think was either this year or I think it was last year. We got together and we read through the terms and conditions and to see what they're all about, and very, very dodgy. They admitted that they were just stealing people's music. So it's stolen music in the first instance. It's your music, the stuff that you work really hard on making and putting out there to people. It's being used as a template for these fake people, for these bullshit artists that just, I guess, have a dream of making music, but don't have the, I don't know, the patience or the actual get up and go to want to learn to make music. Because let's face it, man, there's nothing more satisfying than learning anything and then doing it. That the part of the journey is learning it and understanding what it is and getting a full understanding of it and being enwrapped in it. Not sitting it down to typing a bunch of fucking bullshit prompts and then sitting there and creating a fake persona about yourself and then intermingling with other people like this is real. Fuck you. It's happening. We said it last year. It was going to be happening, and it is happening. And guess what? It's happening in our community, and it's bullshit. And we should be calling it out. We absolutely should be calling it out. And I'll tell you why. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because this community that we have is based on kindness. This is why we love this little YouTube community we have across a whole bunch of channels. We all go from one stream to another and sit there and watch the next person. We trust each other and we're kind to each other. And guess what that means? That means we are a place for fucking scumbags like this to come and suck the tit from, and be bullshit artists. And it's happening. And I'm seeing it. And I'll tell you how you can find it yourself. I'm not going to throw people under the bus. Mandy Prater, what's going on? Seems like there's a better way to make money than farming Spotify plays. Well, we're going to get into that because a lot of people do think that Spotify is behind this band and a good few other of them. Like, I don't know, have you heard of this one? Have you heard of this one? The Devil Inside. Completely, 100% AI. I'll tell you how you can tell without even listening to this slop, right? Here's their albums. The Bounty Hunters. They got a new album, 2025. New album, 2025. Hang on, how many albums in 2025? Oh, shit, there's like 11 songs on each album. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 albums in 6 months. Get the fuck out of here. No, you fucking motherfuckers. Assholes. Bullshit. It's not music. It's fake. You want to work this shit out, go and look at a YouTube channel. Go and scroll through all their videos. See when they start making music. When you start seeing things like, oh my God, 70 songs in 2 years? How the fuck does that happen? How the fuck? You made nothing before then, and then in 2 years when AI kicked off, 70 songs? How does that happen? How do you have an album out? How do you have all these... It's pretty easy to. Here's the thing, right? Like drug addiction, when people get on the ice, on the meth, they start doing it, and they're doing it, and then they're doing it, and then they're fucking doing it. There is no time when they're not doing it, and they don't see it because they're wrapped in it. They're so involved in it, and this is like for these people too. They've made this music. Oh my God! Somebody told me that my music's cool. Some rando on the internet told me my music's cool. I'm going to make more of it and make more of it and make more of it. And today we're going to do that. We're going to make more of it. We're going to create a band right here using Suno. And I'm going to start right now by playing the first single that I made from Suno. We'll take a little break. I'll come back to say hello to the rest of you who've popped in. This is my new AI band. I haven't come up with a name yet. This is the first single called The Sea of Love. Let's urge.
She's caught in a spell, a web of desire, a bag of prawns she can't help but admire. Their slippery bodies glistening and cold. In her trembling hands, their secrets unfold. A woman and her prawns entwined in a dance, a sensual affair, a forbidden romance. She's lost in their
She's lost in the aroma.
Their tantalizing spell.
the prawns, entwined in a dance, a sensual affair, a hidden romance. She's lost in the aroma, the tantalizing spell, the love of the ocean. Can you imagine the smell? One more time.
A woman and her prawns,
With feeling.
entwined in a dance, a sensual affair, a forbidden romance. She's lost in their aroma, their tantalizing spell, sweet love in the ocean. Can you imagine the smell?
Oh, that was so anus. That was, oh, no. That was like eating the lips of a dead fish. Whatever, that was rancid. But there's a reason I played it. We'll come back to it. Ridiculous. I think I made that in about 10 minutes. Wow. So how did we get here? How did we get here? Hello, Leela. Hello. There's heaps of people I've missed. Hello, Leela. G'day, Jenny. G'day, Tremor Bear. Hello, Lily Pillies. Another one, another hardworking artist here. This guy here, Lily Pilly, so hardworking, travels over fucking seas to Europe to go and just record a video clip with his bandmates who live there. And he comes home and holds down a day job and puts out some of the best music you'll fucking hear. Right? It still manages to put out great music just using GarageBand. Easy. Real music. Right. How did we get here? I'm sure I've missed some other people too. I want to catch yours. FPC, Pausing Guitars. I think I got you. I got Mandy. It's good to see you, Mandy. I've been watching your streams. As always, I lurk. All right, let's get to it. How did we get here? I'll tell you how we got here. I used to work in the television industry for quite a few years. I used to work on a television show called The Mythbusters. You may have heard of it. I was an accountant for Mythbusters for quite a few years. And at that time, worked for this television company and was seeing changes in entertainment or in programming, right? Because it's not called programming for anything nefarious, but whatever. Programming changed and people were cutting corners and going, you know what? Why would I spend all this money to hire all these fucking actors to write all these scripts and then nobody watches it and it's a lot of money wasted? Why don't we just start, I don't know, ripping people from public and throwing them in our house? And why don't we take a person and stick a microphone in their hand and laugh at them? Why don't we do all these things? Reality television was born. And if you don't think this is one of the things that has contributed to where we're at today, take a look at the fucking United States of American president. He's a fucking reality TV star. He's running the government like a fucking reality TV show. If you can't see that, I don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe you need my glasses. That's what's going on. He treats everything like a show. Look over here, the next scene. Everything's about a moment standing here. Got to get this bill signed before this fireworks explode in the sky. Everything is set up like a reality fucking TV show because I'll tell you why. It's cheap. They're using, if you can't see that the American government right now is using ChatGPT to write its policies, I don't know what to tell you. There's a reason they put a bill into their fucking big bullshit bill to give AI free reign for 10 years. They've looked at us. They've got the data. We've been giving them the data for fucking years. They know everything about us because we give it to them. We became the news 10 years ago. Nobody goes to watch fucking CNN to see latest groundbreaking news. We go to Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it to see what people on the ground are writing, to see what we are writing because we became the news. We became the slaves. We became even more slaves than what we are. We're the drones who just peddle the news and the big news companies pick up. Look how many times you'll see a news cast and they're showing clips from just a rando with their phone. We've become the news. So why not just take it further? Why not get us to spread our own propaganda as well too? There's a reason why AI, these powers to be want AI to have unlimited, no restrictions, because it can be used nefariously, it can be used to program, and we willingly will just adopt it and start creating all this slop that essentially will eradicate who the fuck we are. We are using this stuff now and unwillingly, not realizing, we're rewriting our fucking history. We're eradicating ourselves. And we sign the TOS every time and don't read it. Thank you. Done. That's how we got here. We are the arbiters. We are spreading this bullshit. We are willingly doing this stuff. We are willingly allow this to happen. So all of a sudden, out pops this band. And here's the thing, right? Everybody's losing their ever-loving fucking minds over this band, this Velvet Sundown. Here they are. This is the Velvet Sundown. You may not have heard this yet. Look at those images of them. They look real, don't they? No, they don't. They look very Uncanny Valley. They look... That's the photo that's everyone's been laughing about the most. Well, there it is. So this is the band. They released this music onto Spotify, and all of a sudden, people are losing their shit, going, hang on a minute, all these images are fake. This music sounds fake. What's going... Here's the most fucked thing. Here's, before anything else, 1.1 million listeners. Listen, we got to talk society. Here's the deal. I thought being trans was really hard. And I every day look at people and just go, really? You wasted all that time just to say that to me? You're that unhappy with yourself? Like, you're such a lost soul. Then I see this, 1.1 million listeners. And here's the fucked bit. Here's the really fucked bit. When this story broke, they only had 500,000 listeners. In 3 days, it's doubled, even though the controversy is that they're not real. Man. I just don't know what to say. Anyway, it turns out. So these clowns, everyone knows it's fake. Everyone knows it's bullshit. But for some reason, we've all hyper-focused on this. This has been going on for a long time now. There's so much of this on Spotify. There's so much of this on Apple Music. The only place it's not getting through, unbelievably, is called Deezer. I know, right? Deezer. Most people are like, Deezer? Well, why would I listen to my music on Deezer? It's a bit of it gets passed around as a bit of a joke. Deezer was the only one that pulled it up and said, this is fake. This is not real. We're not putting this up. This hurts. The Velvet Sundown released their music through DistroKid. This hurts. They're a sponsor here on the channel. I love DistroKid. At the same time, is it their responsibility? Is the system broken? I mean, the system's obviously broken to need a third party to intermediate between you and Spotify or you and Apple Music. So it's flawed. That's a flawed system in the first place. Is it their responsibility to stop this? Or is it just that's what they do? They pass that on. They pass it on. Because remember, when you release music through Apple or Spotify and you go through a company like DistroKid, the music gets uploaded and then it gets sent to Apple and they have to go through their style guide. They have this immense page of style guides and Spotify has a style guide and they essentially decide, right? So when DistroKid submits it, it takes time because it's got to go to all the actual, the distribution, the streaming services, and they've got to make a decision. Deezer has been the only one that has rejected it. Now, a lot of people are saying with this shit here, that Spotify are behind it. Is this true? Who knows? Again, you've got to listen to what people say, read what people write, and remember it. Because we're in this world at the moment where everything's thrown at you so quickly, you can't absorb it, and then we move on to the next thing. And so, what? The president took a dump in somebody's mouth. I want to get angry about it. Oh, hang on, there's a hurricane. What's going on? Everything's so fucking look. There's no time for moral outrage anymore. There's no time to actually put a stop to this and slow down and go, hey, can we fix this? Can we change this? But no, we're going to move on. Spotify have admitted, record labels have admitted, right, that They want Sudo and Udio to no longer exist. They want to fucking rub them out. They want to sue the shit out of them. You know why? Not to protect us. Are you kidding me? They want to create their own AI shit. They want to take their artists and they want to provide you the service of having Whitney Houston sing on your song. That's where they're going. And if you think there's no correlation between the fact that Spotify has run at a loss every year until last year, the facts don't lie. The things in front of your face normally don't lie, my friends. Last year was their first profit ever, Spotify, ever. And what do you think they started doing last year? I'll tell you what they started doing. Releasing AI music and putting it into playlists, botted playlists. You know, if you take a look at the way Spotify works, right? Anyone can make a playlist. And there's so many playlists out there that are absolutely bizarre, like the 1970s war, Vietnam soldiers coming home music. Like, what the fuck? Funnily enough, somehow 7% of the music in that particular playlist about 70s war music, coming home war music, the Velvet Sundown have like 7% of the songs in that playlist. Listen, the system there's always a way to rig the system, and that's always going to be, people are always going to find loopholes. Look at the president of the United States. The whole thing is an utter loophole. Yeah, everything's just find a loophole, find a loophole, find a loophole. Just continually find a loophole. And the same thing happens with so much stuff. G'day, Pete Johns. What's going on? Good to see you, Pete. Pete's up next playing your music live. So the Velvet Sundown, this is not a new thing. There's been a lot of music out there. And hey, how do you turn a profit in a company that's been running so long and so loved by, I guess, people who listen to it, not by musicians. But how do you turn a profit? How would you turn a profit when you've been doing it for so long and there's no way? I know. Now this is all, I don't know. But let's just release a shitload of AI music so the profits come back to us. Sounds like a good idea. Now, remember, we're living in a world, right? We are literally living in a world where here in Australia, tobacco, right? Tobacco is like $60 for a packet of cigarettes. It's ridiculous. $60 for a packet of cigarettes in the US, that would cost $12. Right? Because the Australian government here thought it would be really smart to just put taxes on cigarettes and that will stop people's addiction. Yeah, like that's going to work. What it's done, it's created a black market, an uncontrollable black market that is, there's fire bombings of cigarette stores. It's created utter madness, complete chaos. And you know, when the government have been pulled up on this, what do they say? They don't care about your fucking health. They care about profit margins, how much tax they're losing. And this is the same thing with Spotify. They're running at a loss, man. They've got to make some money. They want to get in on this AI thing. It's fucking easy to do. You don't have to think about it. Off you go. Money coming into the coffers. So the Velvet Sundown got accused of all this stuff. And first they dropped a statement on their X account saying, no, we're real. And pressure mounted. Rolling Stone ended up getting an interview with the guy, and he came out and admitted, a day ago, that it's all bullshit. So here we are. Here we are in this world. It's all bullshit. And most people picked it. Spokesperson for viral AI band The Velvet Sundown admits he was hoaxing the media. A spokesperson for blah, 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 blah. Read more. Where are we? Little was known about the group, but in less than a month they managed to accumulate over 700,000 listeners on Spotify alone, with their two albums Floating on Echoes and Dust and Silence, released June 20. They've got another album ready to release in about 2 weeks too. You know that? Remember what I said at the start? Look how much music these people churn. If they're churning ridiculous amounts, no fucking human can do it. as an artist, we talked about on this channel and Pete's channel and so many other channels and so many other channels talk about this. As musicians, we're fucking emotional bags of shit, man. We fucking soak shit up that we shouldn't. We torture ourselves with red light fever and imposter syndrome and all this shit, and we run out of ideas to write stuff. And we're not super prolific at writing. For fuck's sake, in the history of music, it would take so long for an artist. Metallica would release an album every 3 to 4 years. It just takes that long to tour and write material. You just can't write shit that fast. It's fucking impossible. So when you see this kind of red flag that people are doing this, call them out. I'm telling you guys, because it's happening here. Watch You Rock. Listen. Go and look at the pages. Go and see. Watch. It's happening. Pete and Thomas and people who are playing songs, they're having to check this. And it's getting fucking irritating. And people are using this to get into a community and make bullshit stories about their whole fucking lives. And it's just none of it's true. It's just, this is, oh fuck. I don't understand it. Sounds like they need help. I don't get it. Anyway, little was known about this group until a month ago. They managed to accumulate over 700,000 monthly listeners on Spotify in their 2 albums, blah, blah, blah. The Spotify verified page claimed there was a 4-piece band comprising of singer Gabe Farrow. These names sound like the names WWE make up for wrestlers whose name was perfectly good by itself. I don't know if you know this, if you follow WWE. Whenever a good wrestler comes along, they will sit there and go, Dom the Destroyer. Let's call him Gabe Wing Wong. And they make up the most stupidest fucking things, yeah? Anyway, so these names. Look at them. Gabe Farrow, Lenny West, Milo Raines. Fuck off. It's ridiculous. Orion Rio Del Mar, the percussionist. Look at the state of him. It's so ridiculous. Like, and we're going to prove this again. Hello, View My Bits. I like to know how such a bland music got so many listeners. Well, is this, are people's ears just getting fucked up by this shit? Is this becoming the norm? We just, this sounds like, there's so many ways you can go with this. Has pop music got so fucking gross and product placement-ish and we know what the pop industry's like. G'day, Mike and Dawn Janice as well. I see you there. I'm shit at calling everybody's name out on these shows because I've only got an hour to get all this shit out that's been building up for the whole week. But is this because the pop music scene, modern industry has been so watered down and so cheapened and so nothing? There's nothing behind so much of it. It's just empty. Hey, that chick's got a big ass and I want to fuck it. Who cares, dude? Fucking buy a pocket pussy and shut the fuck up. But is this it? So now when this shit comes out, we listen to it and go, yeah, it sounds legit because everything's so crap. So, Freelon spoke on Rolling Stone earlier this week as a spokesperson for the AI band and runs a Twitter page or X page, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter, it's full of racists. He also claimed the artificial intelligence technology was only used for brainstorming the project. Oh, and then that changed very quickly because, here we go. So now he's admitted the 2 albums on streaming platforms were made with AI music generator Suno, which Stereogum highlights as the same program that Timbaland used. Fucking Timbaland. Oh, fuck me. I watched an interview with Timbaland, right, about this shit during the week. Timbaland. I mean, you hey, don't take, my opinions on music mean nothing because they're just what I like. Yeah, it's just what I like. Timbaland sucks balls. Fuck, I give a fuck. Who the fuck is Timbaland? Who the fuck is Timbaland? Who cares what this prick thinks? This guy wants to drive money. That's all it is. Money, money, money. That's what he is. That's what these people are. They get a sniff of it and they just want more. They just want to fucking ride people. Anyway, calm down. Calm down. So they basically came out and admitted it. And to everyone's... everyone went, oh, really? Oh, no, they are AI. So the timeline, it happened very quickly. People jumped on this. But the thing is, so many more of these are just slipping through. Like if we've focused so much on this one, that there's heaps of them going through, and that's shit. It's not scary. It's not Terminator coming to end the world. It's not any of this, right? Because that shit's not real. That's just the fear that they're trying to, people want to put in us. Oh, this thing, AI doesn't have a brain, man. It's just bits. It's just stuff all chopped up. Even its reasoning, right? Its reasoning is just fucking talking to itself, and that's what it is. If you understand a little bit about AI reasoning, if you turn on reasoning, say in ChatGPT, and you write, do this thing, it's going to reason with itself. It's going to like say out loud, like we do with our brains, right? It's going to say, you've asked me to do this thing. Let me run that through my brain and run some scenarios and then put something out. That's what it's going to, that's what reasoning is, yeah? That's what we do. But it's not that, because it's not real reasoning. It's just taking a jumble of words and trying to turn that into what it thinks reasoning is. So how the fuck did they do this? How the fuck did they do this? Because remember back when I did the show on Suno and Udio, one of the things was it's really hard to get a consistent vocalist if you're going to do like a whole album or something like that, yeah? Because you may get a song like My Amazing Woman and Her Prawn song. I mean, come on. Fucking next level musician. But back when I did the shows on this, exploiting, showing you how they can circumvent the way of like making a song like Slayer, I showed you how to do it, right? You just put in the tag words for that particular artist, and you can do that very easy just by doing this. Oh man, I'm gonna have so much fun doing this right now. Let's come over to ChatGPT. I'd like to create a song that sounds like Slayer, or let's do Metallica, easier. Metallica in Suno AI. Can you give me 10 tags? Thanks. You go do that, bitch. See, I've actually got reasoning on at the moment, and look, there's the tags. Thrash metal, palm muted chug riffs. Now I want this, give this to me in a form so I can copy paste easy. Thanks. Do that. Cheers. Now you guys know I'm a big, I love ChatGPT and using stuff like this. I love using things that are going to help my brand, help me put stuff into it to help me. Like I have a ChatGPT subscription. Why? Because it's like I use it as an assistant. I pay it every month to understand my branding colors, my logos, images of me, so I can put images of me and churn things out that are about me, that are me, focused, right? So it makes sense. I'm not just making slop for the fucking and passing it off. Like what you're seeing is, yeah, I put this image of me in ChatGPT and made this thing around my branding. There you go. So what we've got here are these. See this? I can now copy these. And look, there's even a copy button. I love ChatGPT. It's so great. Right. So now I should be able to make a Slayer song, shouldn't I? Well, let's find out. Let's come over here to a little place I like to call Suno. So back when I did this show, things were very different with Suno. We were only on like version, what were we? Well, way before even version 3.5. And I stopped paying for Suno. The only time I was paying for it was when I did a show. So I could show you how fucking shit it is. Right? And I stopped paying for it. Last night I decided to sign up for a month just so I can show you how they're doing it now, what they've added to this that makes it really fucking scary. It's a thing called personas. And if I can click off this, see this button here? Personas. So if you create a song and you like the vocalist and you like the music and everything sounds right and the tags make sense, you can save it as a persona. And then each time you create a new song, it loads your persona and maintains that vocal style, maintains that groove of the band, unless you add any extra tags. And this is how people are getting consistent sounding albums. This is how people are doing their best to dupe you into believing this is a same band. Because for the longest time, when this technology came out, people were like, yeah, but you can't make a full album with it. because it's so inconsistent. Personas are changing this. And I'm going to prove it to you right now because last night I wanted to continue on and make a second song for Seafood Lady because, you know, Seafood, the Sea of Love was awesome. It was cool. So why not make Rock Pool Rendezvous? Why the fuck not? So here it is, the debut of Rock Pool Rendezvous. Maybe? Oh, man, come on. Hang on, give me a second. That would have worked so good. What an intro.
She walks the shore at break of day, collecting pearls in salty spray. A love so deep it can't be feigned. Her heart is where the oysters rain. Oh, oysters sweet, my ocean kings, you make my heart take flight with wings. I'd marry you in shells so white beneath the waves. Our love ignites.
One of the most beautiful songs I've ever created.
She whispers secrets to the tide. The ocean.
No, go away, go away. But did you hear? The vocal is exactly the same. I used a persona and I can make heaps of songs and it's going to have that same voice. It's going to have that same tonality, all that kind of stuff. It's ridiculous. And this is what is giving them the power to do this. So let's test out what I was saying before. Let's come back over to Suno over here and watch how these fake bullshit artists make their songs. Okay, so we're in custom. You've got two ways, simple and custom. Scotty Butters, hello to you. I saw someone else I missed earlier, but I haven't said hello. I'll catch you. Right. So there's two ways, simple and custom. We're going to go to custom here, and you can do auto lyrics. So we wouldn't do that. But remember those tags I copied to try and replicate Metallica? Let's put those in. There we are. So there's our codes. Look at that. Boom. Thrash metal, palm muted, blah, 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 blah. We'll put those in. Let's see how that goes. And let's write a metal song about the mysterious creature under the ocean. Can't even spell ocean. And we'll give it a song title, Creature of the Deep. There we go. Okay, all good? Everything in there? Don't need anything else? Boom. Create. This is what people do. They sit there and they're actually hitting this button going, I'm a real musician, everybody. I'm a real musician. I'm really a musician. I am. You're not. You suck. Everything about you is fake. Okay. So here it is. Creature of the Deep. Does this sound like Metallica? Let's find out. Sounds more like Exodus, but... Okay, there's another one that gives you two, right? Holy shit, he put a solo in there. Kind of.
lethal waves, darkness thrives. Unknown beast, it's alive. Fangs of death, claws of dread. Feeding up.
Okay, it's shit. Let's just say it. It's totally shit, right? Rubbish. So, but here's the thing. If I come over here and we've got these dots, I'm going to click on this track here, double tap it. I can come in here now. If I like this Creature of the Deep, I can tap these, go over to create and make a persona. And I give this a name. So this is Metallica Dude. Right. Don't need to add anything else. We don't need to worry about that. And there it goes. That's now saved. Our persona, or did it let me do it? Save. So it should be saved now. So now, oh, error. Oh, I've got to change the title. I'm not allowed to put the word Metallica in there, right? Metal crap. Let's just call it that. Boom. So now if I come over here, is it still, man, you can't put the word crap. Metal rubbish. So, why is it not working? Error. Oh, fuck, man. Great stuff. But I want to show you something else that you can do with this shit. This is really dangerous. It's not dangerous. It's fucking weird. You can come in here. You can download your video, all this kind of stuff. But you can come in and do this. Look, this is how far they've taken it now. You can open this up in an editor. Right? Look! This is what they're giving this power to. These tryhards, these evil people. I'm going to call them evil. I don't give a shit. If you're coming into a community like ours, right? If you come into our community where we all support each other and each other's music, we have these shows that play your music and we all support each other, and you're coming in and presenting this shit to me, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. So look what it does. It gives you each section and you can move them around and you can change them and you can, like a door. Fuck this shit. You can come in here and break it. So it's getting more and more easy to do this shit. It's ridiculous. And it sounds like shit, but here's the thing. How are people not recognizing the quality? This is the question. Like, this was the thing that I said way back when I covered this in the first instance. How are they ever going to be able to fix up the artifacts that you find in here? And Rick Beato did a great video on this subject of this band. He took their music, he put it in the Logic stem splitter. And if you've ever stem split something, stem split a song that's made in a proper studio. And yes, I'm talking about you too. You've got a proper studio. You're a home recordings artist. It's a proper studio. It's not this shit, right? So when you put music into the stem splitter that's made properly in a recording studio and break it up, the artifacts are a lot less than when you put an AI song in there. Why? Because it's taking all the pieces of these bits of your music that they've stolen and putting it all together in relation to keywords. Because remember, this is all word association. This is like a giant word processor on fucking crazy. This isn't, there's no brains to this thing. It's just data. This is why the data centers that run AI and run these kind of things, they're just huge acres of buildings just filled with GPUs. They're just fucking GPUs. And that's why it's so expensive. They've all got modern GPUs that we use for gaming to process this data. And even when you type the word, when you do a prompt, and if you put the word please in there, that sucks so much more energy because these graphics cards take out a lot of energy until they can find another way to do this processing on graphics cards. They're basically using the latest NVIDIA chips just by thousands. That's it, right? So this is shit. This is utter shit. Anyone who likes this stuff. But the reason, that's what I was saying, the reason that people aren't picking up on it and hearing the quality difference, because most people listen to music on these. Most people aren't sitting there with high quality headphones on, sitting there going, listen to that. Or with really good monitors, or they're listening on these speakers. And don't get me wrong, these speakers are okay, but you're not going to hear that shit on here. Many frequencies disappear out of here. The majority of people listen on phones. God, I sit on public transport and I see people doing a fucking FaceTime call with no headphones in and just talking. We use everything for these, so you can't hear that quality, and a lot of people overlook it, or people just go, that could be AI. I don't really know. The song's got nice sentiment. Hey. Let's get out of here today. So, look, I think it's got to be called out when we see it. And here's the thing. This is such a struggle to think of. If you call somebody out over it and you're wrong, but it's pretty easy to tell. Like, I don't know. It's pretty easy to tell. You can hear this stuff. And most people have tools to stem split themselves and do your own research. Is this the end of music? I don't think so. I think this is great. Hey, Spotify, keep doing this. I beg of you, keep doing this. Go down that path. Please, Spotify, I beg of you, do it 100%. Go all in on AI, 100%. Become that company, the fucking dumb cunt robot company. Please do it. Because then we can go maybe, I don't know, start another company. Maybe we can come together as musicians, who knows, and start something like MySpace and create a movement and have human music. Yeah, because that's where it's going to go. We're going to end up having human music and AI music. And people, all the musicians are going to flock to here, and all the dumb fucks are going to go and sit over there. And let's hope that happens. Go sit on your island listening to this make-believe shit, these platitudes of rubbish that you've got generated out of nothing, yeah? I really hope Spotify do this, because it's not like they're paying us anything. What would be the impact, really? What would be the impact if Spotify went 100% AI music and ditched us? Nothing, I'm telling you, because whenever these things disappear, there's always another thing ready to start up, yeah? Always. So never lose hope. This is not the end of music in any way, shape, or form. This is not the end of music. This is the beginning of the war. And I'm excited. I want to take on this war. I want to be a musician fighting this war against bullshit, fake rubbish, propaganda. There's so many. I mean, we're just focusing on music, but the application for all of this nonsense for those in power is propaganda. It's so easy. Look at the stuff I've been making, guys, just out of fun. You've seen the videos I've made of Brad and animated. Look at this. I'm going to show you a couple of things that are really fucking scary. I took some photos of me back in the day playing gigs and ran them through Midjourney's animation. Things are getting fucking scary. All right? That's just a still. This is just a still from another one of my gigs. This is just another one, another photo of me playing a gig. The power is there to do these things, to animate these things. You know, I put in a prompt into Midjourney from one photo and it gave me 4 back. Look at this. They all look amazing. That's just one photo. It's crazy stuff, yeah? So this stuff is happening, right? And it's not just music, yeah? This can be used incredibly horrible purposes. But to close out today's show, and remember, all is not lost, yeah? This is opportunity. All these things are opportunity, yeah, for musicians. Remember, we used to live in a time where music changed the world. Look at the Vietnam War, right? Woodstock. Music used to have an effect. It used to be powerful. It used to be able to strike chords. It used to be able to make change. And now it's getting increasingly more impotent. I've been saying this for years. The danger in music is gone. And sometimes people get confused about what I mean. I mean originality. I mean risk-taking in music. I mean being different, being unique, being fucking Kurt Cobain, being fucking David Bowie, being these kind of people. We've got to keep doing that, because that's the one thing that AI can't fucking do. It can't generate quirky, weird, fucking human, the stuff that we love about these unique artists. It can't create Madonna's gloves back in the 80s. It can't do any of this shit. It has no fucking emotion. It can't understand the words that it's pumping out. It only understands the order they come in. And we're going to close out today's show with something fun, right? Because we want to make another song about Seafood Lady, don't we? We need to make another song about Seafood Lady right now, because I've saved her power. Let's do it right now. Who is Seafood Lady? going to sing about this time? Can you tell me, folks? Right, we've got our persona. Let's add Seafood Lady. Where is she? Persona. Add. Oh, I don't want to save it. I want to add it. How do I... my personas. There we go. Oh. There we go. There's my persona. So give me a piece of seafood that this lady can fall in love with. That's all I want from you guys. Put it in the chat. This is Seafood Lady. It's her third track. We had Rockpool Rendezvous, which was about her love of oysters. We had the first one, The Sea of Love, which was about prawns. What other seafood can she love? Come on, we've only got 7 minutes. Don't worry. It's no problem, because to make AI music, it only takes 3 minutes, doesn't it? If that. Scallops, urchin. We're going with urchin. Sorry, urchin it is. So what we're going to do in here is we've already got this stuff here. I want to make this a bit of a power ballad. So we're going to add power ballad, massive choruses. Massive chorus. I'm just going to add this just to make it a little bit different. It'll keep the voice. Okay, a song about a woman and her torrid relationship with an entire, what's the collective for sea urchins? Entire gang of spiky sea urchins. The struggle of not being able to touch each other without pain. But the love is so strong. Okay, done. That's it. This is how easy it is. We need a title. We need a. You know what? Just let it do it. Why not? Why not just let it do it? I don't need a brain, do I? Absolutely. I don't need any talent. I don't need to know about mixing and mastering. I don't need to learn the scales. I'm just a fucking legend right now. All right, Seafood Lady. This is her third track. Let's do it. Did I put that as a love song? I think I did. All right, that'll do. All right, create. Let's go. I'm thinking of releasing this. We need to make an AI image of her as well, too. Oh, my God. It called it a song about a woman and her torrid relationship with a fucking sea urchin. What a shit name for a song. Oh, fuck me. Let's hear it.
A song about a woman.
Same voice.
And her torrid relationship with an entire gang of spiky sea
Oh, no.
urchins.
No, I did it
The
wrong.
struggle of not being able to.
Hang on, I did it wrong, didn't I? I did it wrong. Let's do this again. Let's try again. We'll do a new Seafood Lady.
She's caught
Shut
in a
up.
spell,
No, stop playing.
a web of
I did it wrong because what I did do wrong, I hit auto lyrics. So let's copy this. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. See, and this is how easy it is. I made a mistake. Let's come back and fix that mistake. There we go. Look at that. I made a mistake. This isn't like go back and just like, I have to record these vocals again. This is going to take an hour. I've got to set up the mics again. No, off we go. Off we go. Ready to go. New track. God knows what these lyrics are going to be. All right. Love Beneath the Waves. Are you ready? She found them in the tide's cold clutch, a gang of spikes she couldn't touch. Their love was sharp. Good God.
She found them in the tide's cold clutch, A gang of spikes she couldn't touch. Their love was sharp, their hearts sincere, but every reach drew pain so near. She danced along the ocean scene, a fragile, salty, aching dream. Their spines like daggers, yet they stayed, bound by a love that scars can't fade. Oh, the sting, oh, the burn, every lesson hard to learn. Yet she dives, she returns for the love her soul still yearns. They whispered secrets through the foam. She called the sea their jagged home. The closer still, the more it hurt. A bond in brine, in sand and dirt.
What?
The
Oh,
waves would
man.
crash,
I'm trying to do this thing.
the tears would fall, yet she'd forgive their spiny thrall. For love that wounds and leaves its mark.
Stop, please. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible, isn't it? We've got a minute left. So here's the deal too. I did a show on the on the weekend about ChatGPT, about saving images and saving things and going back to them using again. I wasn't able to generate your. If you'd like to create similar, yes, create something similar. God, ChatGPT has so many things to stop you. Her voice sounds like Vero, but without the talent, emotion. Exactly. Right? And hi, Daryl, and I know I've missed heaps of you. Gary Hubbs, g'day. So, to close out, we've got a minute. I'm just making an image that I can use for this artist. And once I do this, I can come in here and say, save this artist, save it. So I can do it again and again. I can use this woman's likeness over and over, just like the Velvet Sundown. This is how ridiculous it is. This is how they did it, folks. They used personas, they used ChatGPT and to make the characters that they can just keep pumping back in. This is how they did it. The fact of the matter is, sure, they did it and they're assholes, but who allowed this? It's Spotify. All right, we're going to get out of here. Pete Johns is up next playing your real music live. Yeah? So I'll dump you over there. Thanks for hanging out today and checking out the stream here. Lots of cool stuff. In fact, this week we got a fantastic interview with the owner of Do It Together. It's an amazing site to help you get your music heard in different places. This is going to be massive, so hopefully you'll join us for the interview this week. All righty, let's do it. This photo is not done yet, so I'll get out of here. We'll see you over at Pete's. Here it is. We'll close out with it, and I'll see you. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. All rise together. Stay awake and keep making human music. Let's Oge.